Take a break from the wellness winter arc, healthy habit vlogs and routines and productivity stuff I've been filming recently to bring you just a very slow day off self-care morning. I might actually just film more into the day, but really I have nothing on today. I have the chance to just find a really quiet, peaceful day in between all the Christmas chaos and wrapping up work stuff for Christmas and all the social plans. That made me really sad in January when I have to take down all my Christmas decorations. But yeah, this morning you've seen I've just literally taken my time. I finished a book this morning, which felt really good. That felt like such a nice way to start the day. I get this at the end of every December. I start to feel very, I think, heavy and ready for lazy relaxation time and time at home and time with family, letting go of the year because the year is now done. A chance to actually reset. I always feel a little bit burnt out come December. I think a lot of people relate to that, so because December is obviously crazy for everyone, but if you have the chance to find just a few moments of peace for yourself or selfish time, going on a little solo day or whatever it is, amidst the Christmas chaos, then definitely take it. I was thinking about this actually. I used to hate days like this where I'd sort of have a day off, but I'd be alone, because it's fallen in the week and I'm self-employed. I'd end up just not making the most of the day. Or 3 years ago when I had just gone self-employed, I was in London and London was still kind of new to me. I found it really hard to spend time alone and to enjoy my time alone. I think I've come a long way, so I'm proud of myself. Anyway, we're gonna take Munchie out for a dog walk because he needs to go out, and it'll just be nice. It's still the sun's coming up because it's that early winter morning sunrise, which is so nice. I want to show you guys some skincare bits. Just talk, just have a chatty, cozy day together. Let's do some skincare together. This has actually become such a lovely part of my morning rituals, and since we're having a bit of a self-care morning, we're gonna take our time, indulge. For context, this was my skin 2 years ago and now this is my skin today. So let's talk about it because I still get questions about what's helped, tips for acne prone skin and everything. So I also want to preface this by saying skincare is so personal. Something that works for one person really might not work for someone else. For me, I discovered about a year ago that my skin
is, yes, highly sensitive, and so my skin really favors more gentle skincare. I love Korean skincare. I also absolutely love like the glass skin look, you know, that Korean skincare trend that we've all seen. And so I wanted to recommend this range from the skincare brand Yopoda to you guys. Such a pleasure to be working with them. I have loved these products. I do not say that lightly. We know I rarely change up my skincare routine. I did not realize how dehydrated my skin was. Something I particularly love about Yopoda, I'll zoom you in, is how simple they make skincare. So they create these really simple steps. If you're not double cleansing and you wear SPF, you wear makeup, you're probably not getting all that gunk off your skin at the end of the day. Here I have the Calm Balm. They literally put which number step it is on the bottle, which I love because it can be very confusing. So this is an oil-based cleanser, and then I'll use this. This is the Bubble Double Cleansing Foam. I personally don't like cleansing my skin in the morning. I prefer to like keep the natural oils on, but this is what I do at the end of every single day. They feel so lovely on the skin, so gentle. Doesn't feel like I have to really like rub hard at my skin to get stuff off. And then step 2, this is the Mist Have. I have never used a mist before. My god, the difference this makes. It's also so versatile. This is hyaluronic acid, it's lavender mist as well, so it just feels really like relaxing after cleansing, or like in the morning, like I'm about to do right now. I just spritz it all over. Mists are just great for really prepping the skin. Now for the next steps, it feels like my skin really absorbs them. This also works super well under makeup. You don't have to worry about like pilling. Now for the star of the show, the secret to glass skin. This is the Glow Hero Serum. Using a serum, it is the absolute key to getting your skin hydrated. I mean, I've literally just put the mist on. You can see already how much glowier my skin looks, but wait until I pop this on. I actually can't imagine my skincare routine without this now. So this is what they call like step 5, your nourish step. And it just leaves your skin looking so much more radiant. This feels so nice as well. I just pop a few drops onto my face. I'll also rub it down onto my neck. I feel like you can instantly see how much glowier and just healthier my skin looks. I have never been someone who feels confident without putting makeup on my skin, like going out without foundation, concealer. These products just make me feel so much more confident. My skin just looks so much more like radiant and bouncy. But the last step for in the day is the Make My Day cream. This is just like your moisturizer basically, and they do also have a nighttime equivalent, so the Midnight Magic Mask. Honestly, a little bit of this goes a long way. So this is the day one. The Yopoda factory is in Seoul as well, so this skincare truly comes from Korea. I feel like they are the pros at skincare. I can't believe that's my skin without makeup. If you want to check out Yopoda, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description bar so you guys can have a little browse. So there you have it, my simple glass skin everyday skincare routine. Because I've had a bit of a lie-in this morning, I'm actually now so hungry. I'm gonna pop out to the shop though to get a couple ingredients because I want to make something kind of different. I want to make something a bit more festive-y. I'm also craving something savory. I have some puff pastry. I saw this recipe I think on TikTok a few days ago, so full credit to her for coming up with this really simple puff pastry smoked salmon cream cheese thing. Like, it would be so nice on Christmas morning, but I'm just fancying something a bit like a treat yourself breakfast. It looks really easy as well and really fast. I mean, this has to go in the oven for 20 minutes, but I'm just gonna prepare it. I'm gonna sprinkle it with like sesame seeds, chili flakes. I have some dried chives, and then a generous amount of cream cheese smoked salmon. A very Christmassy little setup. It should be so yummy. I'm excited to try it. Into the oven now for 20 minutes. as much as I could probably eat the whole thing. I wear these workout pieces all the time. They're both from Lululemon. I love these like flared yoga pants. I'm gonna make time for a Pilates class. I like don't have set plans today. Really let myself just go with the flow, and I had a little look on my gym's app and there is a Pilates class, a dynamic mat Pilates class, which I want to do a bit more mat. I feel like I do reformer a lot, and then I love reformer. I do. When you do it 3 times a week, it can get a little bit repetitive depending on who the instructor is. So let's switch up to mat. But I love Pilates as an exercise so much. I think I feel my best when I am doing regular Pilates. And in truth, I haven't been running. We all know, I mean, if you have been following me over the past year, how much I've fell in love with running this year, and I did the half marathon, and then I haven't really been running since. I've done like some little short treadmill runs or workout classes that have running in them, like Barry's and stuff. Actually, it probably is the weather. Like, how do people go for runs in winter? I have so much respect for you. Look outside, I'm like, I just don't want to run in that, and I hate going for a run on a treadmill. And part of me is like, you made so much progress with running, and it's like a shame that I'm not really doing it. So I want to find a way to motivate myself to get back into it, because I feel like I worked on that as a skill and I don't want to lose it. Saying that, I am proud of myself for falling in love with Pilates again. It's okay, because I think on social media we see hyperfixation trends with fitness, and we follow creators, you know, because they motivate us, whether they're running creators or just like our gym girlies. And you as a person can change your interests. I know I definitely do. I change my interests all the time with fitness, like not put myself in a box, because I'm not a fitness creator at the end of the day. There's been a lot of things recently where I've had to describe my channel or what it is I do or the social media I do for various things, people asking, or like forums and stuff. I sometimes like don't really know what to put. I feel like there's been such a rise in wellness creators with credentials, which is really cool. And it's really cool to see more like doctors online, more dermatologists, more nutritionists. And I had the discussion with my manager, like, where does that place someone like me? I'm trying to work that out. I think what I've always tried to do is just be someone who shows you my relationship with wellness, and hopefully it's interesting or motivating to watch, but from someone who's really like not an expert. Anyway, I wasn't planning to say that. Maybe that's just something I felt like chatting about. Head off and try get this class. It's also like a mid-morning class, which is nice. I feel like whenever I go to my morning classes, it's a completely different feel, like a lot more relaxed, and people are less grumpy, because it's not, I don't know, people are maybe like on their days off and stuff. Like, I'm having a little bit of a day off today. Catch up with you afterwards. Hair desperately needed a wash, so it's all clean now. You know what was like the worst hair care advice I ever followed, and I've seen people like talk about this now, is if you're like me and you have fine hair, it's like, stop following advice from thick hair girlies. And for my whole entire life, I always thought it was best to like not wash your hair too much, to ideally hold off washing your hair. My sister and my mum have really curly hair. My mum's Colombian. I'll forever be a little bitter that I didn't get that hair, but it's fine. They both like basically don't get greasy hair. Since chopping the bob and it just being a lot like less maintenance. I've been washing a lot more frequently, like every second day. I'm finding that I don't need to use dry shampoo. My scalp feels a lot better. My hair feels, I mean, I did have a big chop, so it feels a lot healthier anyway. I just think that's been such a common hair care myth for ages. Anyway, this is turning into a bit of a chatty, rambly self-care morning. It's actually like not even the morning anymore. I wanted to talk to you about this, well, books, because I finally managed to finish. Well done, me. I saw something, I think it was on the Times the other day, of like people not reading enough. They said something really scary, like it was one of Charles Dickens' books. I can't even remember. I've never read a Charles Dickens book that used to be read all the time by children. They shared this scary stat that most adults don't understand the first paragraph of that book. We're reading less and we're all just consuming fast, easy media a lot more. They basically said, like, they weren't declaring a national emergency, but like very much encouraging that if you can read for just 10 minutes every single day, then you will see benefits from that. And interestingly, I saw another stat that since obviously we're coming to the end of the year, the guy was saying like if you've read one book this year, then you're ahead of the average person. You've read more than the average person, which is crazy. Like, I've not had any 5-star books I've absolutely loved this year. So there's been a lot of books I've read a third of or even half of and then just given up on. This, I finally finished a book, because I don't think I've finished a book since summer. I would be so happy if I could be that person that reads like one book a month. I'd be really proud of myself. 12 books a year, that would be great. Maybe I'll set that as a resolution, because it's so doable. It's so doable. And I didn't even like this book that much, so I'm still a bit like, oh, I haven't read something I really like this year. But this is Lucy Foley's The Midnight Feast. I definitely love the thriller genre. It's a genre in all media that I'm drawn to. This is very White Lotusy. I've spoken about this before because it was Waterstone's book of the month, and therefore I was like, well, it can't be that bad. And it's not that bad. I got through it. It's very like short chapters, very entertaining, very grabbing, very cliffhanger. You want to know what happens next, you keep reading. I just thought it was a little corny. I always think like if it were a movie, I don't think I'd like it. I think it would be a pretty bad film. I didn't buy the characters, but it's one of those where that's why it felt so White Lotusy, because each chapter is like a different character's perspective and you follow them and you're in their head. But it's fun. Like, maybe I'll give it a 3 out of 5. These kind of books for me, when I'm in a reading slump, help me get out of reading slumps. But this is a book that I bought a year ago, and I think I'm now like, I really want to read something that I'm pretty sure I'll like. And I love Sally Rooney. I'm really intrigued by the plot of this. It's about two brothers. Yeah, I just love her style of writing. I tried to read this maybe earlier in the year or last year, and I just didn't get through. I want to go on an actual little reading date. What I'm the worst at is when I pick up a new book and I just can't get into it. I keep putting it down. I'll read like 3 pages, I put it down because I'm not engulfed by that world yet, or interested in that world. I'm gonna bring Mochi actually. I think it'll be cute. Go to a coffee shop and start this book. I'm gonna blow dry my hair though, because this bob doesn't look great in its natural state.
Somewhere you can see to you.
The outfits. This jacket's from the Frankie shop. I just feel like it's the prettiest faux fur coat I've seen. And then these are my favorite jeans at the moment. They're the Alina jeans from Victoria Beckham. I was gonna see what the weather wanted to do this afternoon to sort of determine what I wanted to do with this free afternoon. And it's actually clear, it's not raining, so I am going to use that. And I was thinking it'd be really cute, because this is something like I've not done this week, is like go into central London. I've had a very like at home, just keeping my head down, doing a lot of editing, being at my desk week, not like dressing up for me or for anyone. But I don't want to spend a lot of money. I'm like really trying to budget this December. This has been the most expensive year of my life with like the wedding and buying this house. So I was like, why don't I just go for like a really pretty walk through all the festive lights and stuff. It is daytime, so it's not like, I don't know, it's probably better to do it at night, but I still think it'll be really pretty. If I go down like Bond Street, I might pop into Fortnum and Mason just to see, because they're the building that do the beautiful advent calendar light display. So I'm gonna leave Mochi at home so I can pop in, because I don't think I've ever been inside. And yeah, just have a little wander for like an hour through central London.
I'm on Old Bond Street now, which has like very bougie designer shops, but they're decorated so beautifully. They have the Ralph Lauren flagship store here. I might have a little look to see if I can get a coffee. It's probably gonna be really busy, but it's just here. I was like maybe a 10 to 15 minute wait. Guys, I get so nervous vlogging in public. You actually think I'd be used to this by now, since I've been doing this for like 5 years, but I get so nervous. And a couple of people spoke to me, which was very cute. Someone was like asking if I was an influencer, and then I was talking to the security guard in Ralph's, and just saying how today was quiet, even though it felt so busy. But he was like, no, on the weekend it's obviously hellish. I don't know if you can hear it, it's so busy. But yeah, I've got my coffee. I went for coffee then because I feel like I'm flagging. I'm not in the mood for hot chocolate. And I'm really close to Fortnum and Mason, so I thought we could pop in there. They also have a really pretty arcade near here. I think it's the Burlington Arcade, which should be very pretty, like with all the festive decorations. So we'll walk through. But yeah, just gonna go for a very festive London walk with the coffee. Here we go. I did not realize how close together they were, and then Fortnum and Mason is actually right there. I've ever walked down here before. There's lots of shops that I haven't seen, very cute like boutiques and stuff. I feel like such a tourist today in my own city. This is getting me in such a festive mood. I'm actually enjoying just walking around by myself. I wasn't sure. At first I was like, oh, this would be nice to do with someone else. Yeah, I'm having fun. We're gonna pop into Fortnum and Mason now, because it's right here. Absolute carnage in here, but they do so much cute food. I'm gonna have a little browse anyway. That was absolute carnage. I had to leave. I'm getting packaged now, so we're not far from Leicester Square, which is not my favourite part of London, but I know they have a little Christmas market there, so I might see what they have. And then I know Covent Garden always have a beautiful big tree in the middle, which is very close to Leicester Square. So it's really busy, but I'm trying to decide what to have. We have like a big main
Christmas market in London, but it's huge, like in my opinion, a little bit too big. And you have to pay £5 to go in, and it's always busy. So like these little mini markets are good. I didn't end up getting any food. I didn't see anything I wanted, but anyway, I've walked over to Covent Garden. I'm just in Reformation. As busy as that was such a nice walk. There is another market right close to here. There's South Bank Market. I just need to go over the bridge. Should be like a 10-minute walk. Let's see if we can find something to eat there, and if not, we'll just go home. But that was very cute. It's a very cute little walk around. Chaos, the Christmas chaos is definitely here. I forget how touristy London is, which sounds ridiculous. Now this is my favorite Christmas market food that you can get. It's a Yorkshire burrito. So you've got like roast type food in there, gravy, I want my chicken, cranberry sauce, in a massive Yorkshire pudding. And it's so good. I'm sitting by the London Eye.
I'm craving a sweet treat. Something I love doing during like winter evenings is just like embracing it, fully embracing the coziness. I'm gonna bake something. I saw the nutritionist, no shock, she's my favorite foodie creator. She made this like lemon drizzle, lemon loaf cake thing that's really high in fiber. And I think there's been a big discussion over the years. We've seen people talk about getting enough protein, like eating more protein, making sure you're hitting your protein goals. But actually a lot of us are deficient in fiber. We don't eat enough fiber. So this is like her healthy lemon loaf. I love lemon loaf. Lemon cake's probably like my favorite, one of my favorite sweet treats. And so if this can taste good but also do good, we're adding in some flax seeds, 100 grams, then 50 grams of chia seeds, and then a couple spoons of poppy seeds. Looks so good, but let's see how it tastes. I was meant to let it cool for longer. It's actually a really nice sponge. It's spongy, and that like cream cheese frosting, so